Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here. It is Saturday the 8th of December and thank you again for watching weatherweb.net. As always, sites get free of charge by you coming back and using the forecast, by viewing the videos and by taking a look at the charts and things that are on the screen here, and also by telling your friends about us. That's what keeps it all completely free of charge. I'm just off the gym, which is why I've got all this sort of garb on, but wanted to get this out to you first of all. What do you want to point out as well, there was so much snow over central parts of Europe during the course of yesterday. Just look at these temperatures this morning across the Netherlands, down through Germany, just nudging the east of France there, but particularly out here going into Austria and also then out into the Czech and Slovak republics and out into Poland as well. I mean, just look at these temperatures. -13s, we've got a -14 here in the southern parts of Poland. Widely across the east and south of Germany, we've got -12s, -11s. So it really has been pretty cold out there, and you can see how we're kind of just sitting on this western edge, look, of the colder conditions. You can see that, yeah, we got cold weather, but we're not that cold, are we? That cold weather has just kind of stayed a little bit out towards our east. So this is how things look in the next few days. This is the pressure chart for this morning. Front just coming into the north of the UK, bringing some outbreaks of rain through Scotland during the course of this morning and into this afternoon. It'll slip southwards into northern England during this afternoon, cloud up and become cooler there. I think the far south, though, of the country should stay dry and relatively bright. I think overnight tonight we're going to find low pressure slipping down the North Sea. It brings cloud and outbreaks of rain during the night, mainly towards northern areas. And then during tomorrow we've got a cold front that slips southwards. It's just here as a very, 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 very weak feature. It's just in there by excuse me, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and behind it we get colder, brighter conditions, but there will be some showers on the coast. But I think generally what we're going to find is sunny spells spreading southwards through the country. And then overnight tomorrow night, well, some showers still affecting eastern coast. Quite a breeze you can see here across eastern coast as well, but I think many other areas becoming drier and also clearer. Quite a sharp frost for Wales, southwest England, Ireland, western Scotland into Monday morning, perhaps -2s, -3s here. But the northeast breeze keeping the eastern half of England, eastern Scotland, just around freezing. And these showers that you can see there just moving onto the eastern coast are likely to be falling as sleet and snow. Through Monday, we're going to find more showers look affecting eastern coast of the country throughout the course of the day. So we'll find just this spell of wintry showers. Let me try that again. We'll find this area of wintry showers just lingering down these eastern coasts during the course of Monday. But to the west, I think lots of sunshine and a beautiful day, but it will be feeling quite cold. That sets us up for a widespread frost overnight into Tuesday. Could be -6s, -7s across parts of Ireland, across parts of central Scotland during Tuesday morning, perhaps even a -10, -11 over the snowfields of the Highlands and Grampians. Elsewhere, typically -3s to -5, I think, across many parts of England and Wales, although again it's going to be these eastern parts of the country that continue to see 1 or 2 showers just feeding in off the sea, so temperatures there about -1s, -2s, and pretty icy there as well to start the day on Tuesday. And then for Tuesday, well, high pressure still in control, so another fine day, lots and lots of sunshine around, but a cold day. Could be 1 or 2 freezing fog patches in some valleys of western Scotland, northwest England, Wales and northern Ireland, but generally the air mass is dry, so I don't think too much of a problem with fog. But it is going to be these eastern coasts again that just catch 1 or 2 wintry showers just feeding in from the sea. But as the wind changes direction into the afternoon, it becomes more into the northwest. I think what we'll find is those showers tending to fade away, but generally it looks as if it should be a fine day through Tuesday. And then for Wednesday, well, high pressure still in control, but I do think with a change of that area of high pressure, what we're going to find is the winds tending to feed up more from a south or southwesterly direction. This brings in more moisture and develops more cloud. So I think what we're going to find is still some bright spells, still a frost early on Wednesday morning, a sharp frost as well, but not perhaps quite as cold as it will be Tuesday morning. And I think what we'll find is more in the way of cloud during the day on Wednesday, with sunny spells still coming through, but certainly more cloud around. Could also be some snow showers again affecting these eastern coasts, but generally I think many areas dry. But it's this area of rain, look out towards the west, that we've got to watch. That's going to be moving its way eastwards through the course of the night, and it spreads east through all areas during Thursday. Now, this is an area of fronts, and it's going to be bringing an area of rain northeastwards through the country. On its leading edge, particularly through, I think it's going to be central and southern Scotland, and also northern parts of England. It's this sort of area where we could see some snow, if I can draw a snow symbol, on the leading edge of that feature as it comes in. I think it introduces mild air. The snow perhaps could give 5 or 6 centimetres for a time before the milder air just sweeps its way through all parts of the country during the latter part of Thursday. Some pretty heavy bursts of rain around, potentially across the south of the country. We just need to watch for that wintry area extending. It could be that that first hit that's here that comes through isn't the main one to bring the mild air. It could be that it's this one that comes through later. Now, if that is the case, then what we would find is that the area of winter precipitation on Thursday will be extended further south, so it'd be kind of in that area there. So it would extend across the North and West Midlands and into parts of Wales and Northern Ireland as well. But timing unsure on that, and it's something that we need to watch. Then, as we get towards Friday, I think mild air has arrived in all areas. Looks like there'll be some heavy bursts of rain coming through many places on Friday morning. I think that perhaps lingers here across England and also Wales, so we could find continuous moderate rain through England and Wales on Friday morning, but brighter, cooler weather then following in behind. And then it looks like the southwesterlies are in, so I think milder conditions on the way, outbreaks of rain at times. I don't think particularly ever very warm. I think temperatures probably nearer or just below normal for the time of year, but certainly this is a significant change. So what happens beyond that? Well, this is how we think things go. I mean, just look at the ECMWF temperature profile. You see this downward trend here, look, into the 12th and 13th, so taking us into Wednesday, Thursday. This is the cold weather that dominates, but then look, temperatures coming back up again into next weekend, so the milder weather returning. But notice that the ECMWF just takes a little bit of a dip down there again into the beginning of the new week, so sort of the 17th and 18th. Something there, I think, that we need to be watching out for. Now, just compare that to the GFS ensemble, and again, look, here we are. This is the 18th in here, but you see that temperature rise that it brings in as the milder air comes in through Monday, and then it takes temperatures off again during this week. The cold centred again around Wednesday and Thursday before temperatures do somewhat recover then later in the week. But you'll notice that it's still only putting temperatures look around sort of the 5-degree mark. So, you know, even for London, that's putting pretty cool conditions. So this is what I mean about it not turning completely mild. Cardiff's very similar as well, as is Birmingham, with a similar temperature profile. And notice again, look, it only puts maximum temperatures at around about the 4 or 5 degree mark. And similar further north as well for Manchester, for Glasgow, and also for Aberdeen. So it's just something we need to be aware of. And the Canadian model also does the same. Look, here's the cold weather coming in for this week. It takes a dip down in temperatures and then it picks them up again right at the very end of the week. But it does tend to level them off a little bit later on. And it's that Canadian model that I'm in favour of, which I'll show you in just a moment. What's interesting here as well is that the North Atlantic Oscillation is staying in negative territory. So this is the North Atlantic Oscillation forecast, and you can see here, look, how the line stays below, just below 0, so it's still in negative territory. And compare that to the Arctic Oscillation, which again is forecast to be staying below. And really, when you put those two things together, that's not an indication of warm weather. You know, with a slightly negative NAO and a negative AO, you would be looking at westerly winds across the Atlantic with a jet stream south of the British Isles, periods of rain coming through, but you would still keep temperatures fairly cool. And I think that's where this is going to go. You know, although it's milder than it will be middle of this week, which is going to be cold, I don't think it's ever going to be particularly that fantastically mild. So let me just talk you through the GEM then. This is the Canadian forecast. Notice high pressure centre there out towards the west today. Let's just go forward a few days, and here's the ridge that builds through on Tuesday. Okay, so there's our little ridge that builds through during the course of Tuesday. Watch this trough though as it comes in from the west as we head into Wednesday. Here it comes. Okay, in comes the trough. Look, it links up with a trough towards the east, and eventually it gets a feed through of strong westerly winds across the Atlantic, and it's those that break things down. Now, this is the position as of midnight on Friday, and the jet stream at this stage is kind of through there. Okay, then we take a look at Friday midday, and that looks very unsettled with low pressure close by. There's Saturday, this is Sunday, so this is taking us into Sunday the 16th, and the jet stream again is here, look. So the jet stream is positioned to the south of the country, so the jet stream is there off towards the south. Again, this idea of it being unsettled but cool. And then into Monday, briefly seeing the jet go back northwards, and this is the position it sees on the 18th. So this is Tuesday the 18th. Now what's interesting here is, look, a ridge building back in the west, a trough in here, a ridge in here, a trough in here. Now what's interesting about this is that's a very similar pattern to the one that we saw when this cooler pattern that we've got into at the moment kicked off. Let's just see what happens to this ridge. If that manages to build north, okay, and that trough manages to dig south, and it could be that we go into Christmas week starting to look a little bit colder with the northerly winds returning. I don't think desperately cold, I don't think winter desperate cold, but I think cooler. So lots and lots going on in the atmosphere, lots of signals coming through, despite that looking mobile from the Canadian. The Canadian's pretty good at picking up on changes in conditions. So we'll keep our eye on that, of course, for you, and just see how things develop over the next few days. But for now, thanks for watching. Don't forget, we kept free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen, so by you supporting those, using our adverts, using the site, telling your friends about us, that's what keeps us free of charge. So for now, thanks for watching, and keep the sun shining.